All right, guys, Tech Made Easy here. A video you've been waiting for. You got Brooklyn hanging out for a little bit. God knows how long she'll be around for. But hey, to the left, you have the beast, the Greenworks Pro 60 volt package that includes the 5 amp hour battery. Okay. And to the right, you have the Gen 2 LM2102sp Ego mower. All right. Now, these are both self-propelled mowers. Okay. These are both powerhouses. I'll tell you, let's see who makes it. What I'm going to end up doing is setting up chapters in the video. So you're going to, if you want to skip the different chapters, all you have to do is look at the description. All right. I'm also going to have links and things in the description. Okay, but definitely look at the description if you want to go through different sections. Maybe you're busy and you can't watch the whole video. But to the left here, as I said, is the Greenworks Pro 60 volt package. There you see there. This is the one with the dual battery. So this is, to me, their top of the line. I said, you know what, if I'm going to go out and buy one, I'm going to buy this one. So 2 battery options here. They say they can give you up to 1 hour and 20 minutes, 2 hours, right? 2 hours when you use both batteries. Now, this includes the 5 amp, 5 hour, the 5.0 Greenworks Pro battery with the gauge. As you can see there, the gauge, it's fully charged and it gets plugged in basically in those slots there. So easy to align, you can't make a mistake. 5 amp hour battery is included and the charger as well. Okay, still have not found out if that's a fast charger for some reason. Okay, now also includes the mulch plug. So that's your mulch plug. Okay, you can see there. Also includes your side discharge. This goes right on the side of the mower. We're going to be demoing all this. Again, you're going to be able to see a side-by-side comparison. Brooklyn, stop eating the grass. Okay, I should just feed her grass. All right, go up. Go ahead. Go up. Go up. Go up. Up. Sorry, guys. She gets sick at night. Go up. All right, now here is the LM2102. Just a quick glance, but this is their Power Plus 56 volt. Okay. You've got included in this package the 7.5 amp hour battery with the single button. Okay, this does not come with the one with the fuel gauge like the Select Cut does. You have your fast charger, that's included. Okay, so and it even has a gauge to tell you if it's fully charged, and so you know they're really being helpful. Here is your mulch plug. All right. As you can see, kind of just forms the deck. You put that in through the back. Again, I'll be showing this stuff. And then you have a back, it's a rear side discharge, guys. All right, it's a rear side discharge. So basically, it goes in the back, the cover covers it, and everything else shoots out this way, but from the back of the mower. Again, you'll see those demos, so don't worry about it. For now, this is the introduction to what's included and what are we reviewing today. All right, guys, I'll be back. Again, check out the description for the chapters. And listen, while you're watching this, hit the like button. We always need like for the channel. We appreciate it. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, Tech Made Easy here. And what I want to do now is I want to go over a couple of things. I want to go over what's similar, and then I want to go over what's different about these two mowers, okay? To your right, you've got the Ego 2102sp. And to the left, you've got the Greenworks Pro 60 volt mower with the dual battery option, okay? So, to your left, your Greenworks is a 60 volt system. And to your right, it's a 56 volt system. All right, they both have self-propel options. I could not find the speeds for the Greenworks Pro anywhere on the Greenworks Pro website or the Lowe's website. On the right, self-propel is 1.8 miles per hour to 3.1 miles per hour. Okay? The deck size on both of these is 21 inch. Obviously that's steel. All right. And this one is the polycarbonate. All right, the material that's used. They both have a push button start. All right. They both have LED lights, but you're going to want to see the test later on. It's pretty interesting. They both fold on their side for storage, which is really good. Okay, they both have brushless motors. They both do 3-in-1 bag, mulch, and side discharge. Actually, the Ego does a backside discharge, and the Greenworks Pro does a side discharge. Okay. They both have one-hand height adjustment. All right, so if you're going to adjust the height, it's both one hand. You'll be seeing demos in this video. And they both have batteries that work with many of their tools. Okay, so that's what's similar. Let's talk about what's different. When you talk about wheels, the Greenworks Pro has 10-inch wheels in the back. Okay, 10-inch wheels in the back. The Ego has 9-inch wheels in the back, so just a little smaller. In the front, the Greenworks has 8-inch wheels in the front. All right, those are 8-inch wheels, and the Ego has 7-inch wheels. Okay, I don't know. Is there an advantage? I'm not sure. Again, different. You know, the Greenworks has a steel deck. Now that adds weight, though. Okay, because the Greenworks website says that this is a 65-pound mower, and I can tell the difference because the Ego is 54.5 pounds. All right, so you're talking, 10.5-pound difference. All right. The Greenworks has a turbo button, guys. So if you're mowing and then all of a sudden you are going to be hitting some high grass, you can hit the turbo button. Now, the Ego automatically adjusts, and you will hear the engine when you're mowing. When you hit grass that's a little thicker, the Ego will automatically adjust, so you don't have to hit a button. So that's pretty cool too. The Greenworks holds 2 batteries, so that's a difference. You can put 2 5-amp-hour batteries in here, okay, to get 120 minutes. All right, that's a 5-amp-hour battery there. Okay. That cover, by the way, kind of cool, the way it closes nice and slow. This guy here, and both of these covers you have to hold open, so that's pretty similar. Like you have to hold this cover open in order to put your battery in, okay? It doesn't have a soft close. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. This one you have to hold open as well, so it doesn't have a, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. No, yeah, you have to hold it open, okay? All right, what else? So the Greenworks has 7 positions for height, okay? It's got, it goes down 1.38 inches all the way to 4 inches. So this goes down a little lower. The Ego has 6 positions going from 1.5 to 4 inches. All right, and you're going to use their lever to do that. I will tell you too that to me, the lever on the Ego is the lever on the Greenworks is real easy to use. I like it, I really do, so I have to point out, after using these for a while, that to drop this thing to 1 or to bring it back up to 7, I mean, I love that. It is so easy. And when it's in position, it doesn't come out. It really doesn't come out. It's got a nice strong spring. Of course, it's spring assisted. Okay. So real nice, guys. Now on the Ego, not bad. I mean, you know, definitely takes a little bit more muscle, but still, it's not that bad. And I'm just talking for people that might not have, you know, the strength or whatever. But if you're going to 1, and you go all the way up to 6, it takes a little more strength. I would say it's probably in here a little bit more sturdy in a sense. If any of these two were to slip, I probably would be the Greenworks, but I don't know what that would take for it to slip. Okay, we're getting to the nitty-gritty, that's all. All right. The warranty on these guys, the Greenworks comes with a 4-year warranty, but it also gives you 4 years on the battery as well. On the Ego, they give you a 5-year on the mower and a 3-year on the battery, okay? And they do give you the 7.5 amp battery here, where you get the 5 amp battery here. So, more to come, but I thought we should go over what's similar and what is different with these two guys. Okay guys, so let's take a look at some controls here, okay? I'm going to start off with the Greenworks Pro 60 volt. So in order to start this, basically you just have to hold the green button in and pull one of the levers. Then you let go of this and you hold on. Basically you just need to hold on to the right or the left, okay? They made this pretty universal, so if you're a lefty or you're a righty, just hold on to one of these. After you just start this button, pull one of the levers, the engine turns on, let go of the start, and just hold your green lever, and that is going to basically make your blade, you know, start and stay running. Okay. Self-propel on this model is right here. Again, you have a right or a left, and you don't basically need to use one or the other. All right. Now this also, to adjust the self-propel speed, you have either really slow or in between. You can adjust it as much as you want, and then you have all the way up to the bunny rabbit. So turtle to the bunny rabbit, okay? You know, and so you can adjust this as much as you want. You also have, if you know you're going to be hitting some high grass, you have a turbo button. All right, now I'm going to start the engine on without turbo for a second so you can hear it. That's without turbo. And then if you need turbo, that's with turbo. Without turbo. So that's kind of cool to have if you know, like, hey, I don't need turbo, but wait a minute, I'm coming to a section that maybe is a little higher, a little thicker. You can turn the turbo on. So that's really nice. Okay. Now, if I go over, and you're done here with controls, as far as controls are concerned, the other thing that this does have on its control panel is a battery meter. All right. So as you can see here, the left battery is fully charged. The right has nothing in it right now. And that's really cool. Okay, so you do get that with the Greenworks Pro 60 volt. Now, if you go over here to the LM2102, the Ego Power Plus, right? Gen 2, all right? So, you know, to start your mower, you simply press the green button and you pull the black handle. Okay. And that's pretty much it to get it to run, okay? Now, as far as self-propel, you do have a gauge here. Again, very similar to the Greenworks, you know, where you can have it go fast, or you can have it go slow, or something in between. And again, to get your self-propel, you've got one lever on the right side. So nothing on the left, only on the right. So, you know, when you're using self-propel, you have to hold this, okay? And self-propel does not turn off. So if you press this, it's going to go. Okay, there's no off button on self-propel. Now on this one, let me see. Yeah, it looks like it. You know, it has an off position basically. So if you're not, it looks like it won't go unless the mower's running. You know. So yeah, that's interesting. I mean, let me put it on a fast speed. Okay, so it's not. So the motor seems to have to run on this one. Yep. That makes sense. I mean, good or bad, I guess if you have self-propel and you just want to push this up a hill without the motor running because you want to put it away, you're not going to be able to. You'll have to run the blades and the self-propel, because the self-propel does not run on its own, but it has an off position. Here, you know, if I'm running up the hill, you know, bringing this back to the shed, I don't have to run the mower. I can just run self-propel and bring it up the hill to bring it back to the shed. So again, different scenarios, right? Now, as far as lights, okay, I will tell you just you know, an example. So this mower here, the Ego LM2102, you need to press this button down here. I'm going to zoom in. All right, this button right here turns the lights on, and we'll do a light demo later. Don't worry about that. I will definitely include a light demo. You've got to see the lights on these two. All right, and then the lights stay on, just so you'll know, until you turn them off. On this model here, it has to be dark enough for the lights to automatically turn on. And it really doesn't have to be that dark, but it has some kind of an auto sensor built in, okay, in order for the lights to kick on. All right, again, I'm going to get into lights, but I figured I would show you controls so you could see what the controls look like, okay? Brooklyn's hanging out, just enjoying. But yeah, more to come. All right, guys? Hey, guys. All right, so I did want to show you, you know, just what this looks like as far as charging is concerned. You know, again, you get to see things that you normally don't for people that are thinking of buying one model or the other. So the charger for the Greenworks, okay, it doesn't identify as a fast charger, so I can't really say that, guys. I haven't been able to find that out. But what happens is these teeth actually go into the actual hole there. You see these holes, so you know where to put this. So you put this on, and this is fully charged now. Okay, so when you hit the button here, all right, so when you hit the button, it'll light up for you. When it's charging, basically these bars go left to right, and the green button will flash showing that it's charging, okay? When this is solid green, you are good. You're 100% good to go. It does seem to have a fan as well to kind of cool the battery off as it charges. As far as the Ego, this is the fast charger, and it will tell you 25, 50, 75, or 100 percent. The fan is right here as well, right up against the battery. And you know, once you throw your battery on it, okay, it's going to start charging it, and that is fully charged at this point. So it will just stay green. But normally when it is charging, this will continue to go through the cycle with the fan on, charging the battery. When you take this battery off, this is the battery that comes with the 2102 that I'm reviewing. You know, this doesn't have a fuel gauge, as you can see. And in order for you to upgrade, you would have to pay $350 to get the 4200T battery. Okay, and then you would get the fuel gauge. So listen, great battery, okay? But the newer battery now that comes with the Select Cut double blade will come with the fuel gauge battery, okay? But just wanted to show you good stuff. And that's it. Let's move on. Okay, guys, so I'm going to do hand position now, handle position, okay? So on the Greenworks Pro, in order to adjust your handle, you basically need to, you see these latches here, by the way? You have to actually put your fingers in both of them and pull them up. So I'm going to show you that, all right? So I'll show you it from a different angle, all right, down here. So if I want to adjust this handle, I pull these guys up, and basically this model here has one position. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. That's one position, okay. And then you move it. Okay, I'm just learning here, guys, it actually only has 2 positions, okay? So that's all right. It's got 2 positions. All right, so I'm going to leave it on its lowest for now because I'm going to, you know, again, compare it to the Ego. All right, from an angle. Now, here is the Ego, and I am going to compare it. So now, adjustment of handle on the Ego basically is done by this handle here. All right, so what you do is you push this handle in, and it allows you to move this up and down. Now I'm going to put it to its lowest position, so you can then see over here kind of what it looks like. Okay, so right there, I'll do a side one also. So you can see the handlebar is slightly different also. Now, as far as angle, let's go ahead and see what it looks like from this angle. All right, they look very similar in a sense, you know, as far as the lowest position. They don't, you know. All right. Now, the Ego will go up one more. Okay, so it has a second position. All right. Now again, based off the handlebar, you know, this looks higher because you're grabbing the handlebar versus you're grabbing this bar here. But the Ego also has a third position. Okay. So now, you know, if you're taller, what does that look like? You know what I mean? From a different perspective. But, you know, definitely makes a difference for me because let me lift this up to the highest position. Okay. Again, very similar in the sense that camera-wise, here's where the Greenworks handle is. And here's where the Ego is. So just so you could see where you'd put your hands and where it is on the screen. Okay, again. So the Ego it goes a little higher, having that third position. Now, another thing about these handles is, let's say, and I'm going to grab my bag here for a second. Let's say you're mowing and you know you're going to be putting the bag on and taking the bag off a lot, right? I want to show you a demo, okay? It's just something I talk about because it is something that makes a difference. All right, so I'm going to put the bags on both these guys so you can kind of see. This is kind of the last part about the handle. Now, all right, get the handle on. So if I'm bagging a lot and I have to take my bag off with the Greenworks, right? So what I do is I'm going to grab these 2 latches. I'm going to pull these all the way up and I'm going to let this drop to the front. It goes all the way as if I'm storing it, okay? And I can take my handle off. I can take my bag out. Let me go ahead and do this. I can take my bag out, empty it, put it back, right? Okay. My handle's all the way down there. And then when I'm done, I got to grab the handle. Actually, to tell you the truth, I've got to grab the latches, pull the handle back up. So I've got to bend a little more, just so you'll know if you're worried about bending. Now, with the Ego, all right, I got to empty my bag, right? So with the Ego, you just take this handle and you push it in lightly, and it'll go to a position that's not all the way down, so you don't have to bend too much. You don't have to put your hand through 2 latches to pull it back up. You just got this one lever. And again, I take my bag, empty it, come back, put my bag here, okay? So, you know, I don't know if that makes a difference for you, but I do like those little things. All right. Now, the last thing I'll show you as a part of this video, and I'm going to put the handles up so you can see it. I noticed it. You know, you notice when you're up close with things. I want you to see something. Again, nothing major, but I think the back of the Ego is just a stronger and a little bit thicker plastic. Okay, I get that feeling, you know, it just, when I open it and close it. It just feels stronger. You know, here's the mulch plug. All right, this also seems like it's thicker back here. I don't know if that's going to make it last longer or whatnot, but you know, again, just something. You know, it's got the spring. Okay, it's got the one spring there, good bar. It's got, I don't know why it's got rubber, but it's got rubber here. I guess for banging, you're banging it maybe. Okay, if it hits something. Oh, you know what that is when you actually put it on its side. To store it. It'll go on these guys. Okay, and then here's the Greenworks. And I guess, you know, that's the model number right there too. I'll put that in the description. But so this has a stronger spring. It does. It's a thicker spring, but this plastic is so thin. I don't know if you can see that. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping it lasts, but even this, like you could see, does that make a difference to someone that's thinking of buying one or the other? You know? See how it closes? See the handle, how thin it is? I mean, I'll go back to the Eagle to show you. I mean, you don't get that feeling. Yeah, it's a thin plastic too, but it's not as thin. It goes down, you know, very similar, I guess. But I'm here. I'm in front of this. I've been using both of these. You know, and yeah, so that's it for now, guys. All right, that's the difference on the handle. All right, I'll be back to show you more. And check this girl out, huh? Look at that beautiful girl. All right, guys, one more thing on the handle, okay? So one of the things that I noticed is this handle is shorter, so it's not as long with the storage, okay? You know, again, it's, you know, everything adds up, right? So I'm going to put these guys next to each other, wheel to wheel, head to head, wheel to wheel, okay? So you got your backs where your backs are, that's fine. And then, as you can see, the Greenworks is a little longer. That handle just kind of folds down. Now, I will tell you this too. This is a fact for me, in my experience. Sorry to say, but this handle is a stronger handle. It's going to be able to take more abuse. This is a stronger handle. It's just the way they built it with the supports on the side and stuff like that. This is, you know, just going to be a stronger handle. This, I could see that if you make a mistake and bang into it or something, these guys, I'm sorry. You know, look, it's a cool unit, man. Greenworks is stepping their game up. But look at the wiggle in that. Now, you need to have wiggle, don't get me wrong, but man, that's gonna, you know, just, you know, it's just connected here with 2 screws, down here with some screws. But compared to that, I'm sorry, guys, the whole mower will move when you shake this one. This one, the handle shakes. The mower does too, but the handle shakes. It just scares me long term. I bought that already. That's out of my own money, okay? But you guys want to know, and I'm going to show you so much detail. And everything will be in chapters. So again, if you're watching this video, you can go to the description and click different chapters to see different things. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and do a self-propel test. I'm going to start off. I'm going to lift them. The mowers are lifted to the highest, which is good, so that's not going to interrupt. I am basically just doing a self-propel test. And this is on its slowest setting, okay? Number one, it's on its slowest setting, okay? And this is on its slowest setting, okay? Zoom in there for you, and you can see that little turtle. All right, so I'm gonna do this at the same time. On this mower, I do have to start it, so button. Okay, so that's on. It's gonna be fun. Okay, that's on. Now I'm going to be doing it on the slow, so let's see what that looks like. All right, 1, 2, 3. So they both were pretty slow. The speed seemed pretty even. So let's drag these guys back. We're going to do the fast test, which will happen quickly. But yeah, very easy to handle, both of them. Okay. And I'm surprised I couldn't see any speed listings on Greenworks website. And I couldn't find a manual or PDF that actually described it, which is interesting. So look, guys, that's just how it goes. You know, I'm just doing a review so you guys can kind of see. All right. So now I'm going to move this up to the fastest speed. I am going to change this from the turtle to the rabbit. Okay. This is a little harder to start, so I'm going to start this one. Motor's on, waiting for me. This one. Okay. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I had to stop it because I got my wire there. But both pretty darn quick. Both pretty darn quick, I'll tell you. So, didn't see. Now, if you want a different view on that, I will do that. Okay, so I'm going to do the slow from a side view on the Greenworks, and then I'll do a fast, okay? But I'm going to do it where you can kind of see it from the side. Okay, so this is on slow. I'm going to move it all the way to slow. Let me start this up. Allow you to see it from a different perspective. Slow. Nice and easy. Very easy for someone. Okay. I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to do the fast. Again, different view, that's all. Okay, move it over to the rabbit. Start it up. Oh, start it up. And ready, because it happens quickly. 1, 2, 3. Pretty darn quick, I'll tell you. All right, let's do the ego and we'll be done with this. So let me move it over to the slow. Side view, slow down there. Start it up. In this situation, I have to hold it from this side, so I'll do it from this view. And go. Nice and easy. Very easy to handle. Not bad. Let's try the quick, the fast. And my battery's about to die on this one, but let's see. That's where that fuel gauge comes in, man. I'll tell you, I love having the newer battery. Okay, start the mower. Change this to the fastest speed. And go. Yeah. I would almost say the Greenworks is a little faster, to be honest with you. But I hope that helped, guys. All right, guys, so I want to go ahead and show you under the deck. And let's take a look at the blade, okay? Let me go ahead and close these guys up. All right, so let's just grab these two and bring this up. It's in lock position. I took the batteries out. As you can see, anytime you're going to be looking under a deck, you want to make sure your batteries are out. Close this up, push it all the way down, lock your handles, grab your lever, one position, grab your lever, lock position, okay? So, go ahead and pick this up. Go ahead and pick this up. Okay, so let me brighten this up a little bit too as I go in. Let me see if that works. All right, there it goes. It does. Okay, so hey, here's a single blade, and I did bring my handy tape measure. Okay, so zoom out as much as I can. So your blade is a 20-inch blade. Your deck is a 21-inch deck. Steel. Okay. Steel. That's kind of it, right? Not too bad. Your mulch plug back here. Okay. Interesting. The front, let's see. I always like to look at a lot of little things. So let's look at the ego real quick. Let's see, can we make it a little lighter so you can see both of them a little bit there. All right, go down a little bit. All right, so here's your ego. All right. Blade's a little more aggressive here. This is their premium mulching blade. All right, now your blade is a 21-inch blade and your deck is a 21-inch deck. All right, again, polycarbonate mulch plug there. Now let's measure from the blade to the front of the mower. I like doing that. All right, so let me measure first, guys. So I have about 7 inches. Okay, I got 7 inches from the front of the mower to the tip of the blade. Okay, I always look at that because, you know, if you have some more room, you know, you can cut closer. So let's look at this guy here. All right. Oh, interesting. So this is a 5-inch gap, guys. 5 inches. Okay, so from the tip of the mower to the actual blade, you're looking at a 5-inch versus a 7-inch. That's interesting. I mean, I didn't think of to even look at that, but this means that you can get a little bit tighter. You know, since they made this smaller, you know, when you look at this piece here itself, you know, that's 4 3/4. You look at this here to the handle, you're at 6 1/4. But bottom line, 7 inches, 5 inches. You'll be able to get in a little tighter here, so that'll help as well. All right, motor placement. Motors always seem to be right back here on the bottom. Okay, so looks like it's sealed up pretty well. Did a pretty good job. The shaft seems to be a black type shaft. So I don't know if that's a treated shaft back there for the motor. Also, they look like they have a protection here as well. Okay, because this actually is where the rear wheels attach. So your rear wheels attach here. Okay, and then you've got your motor protection a little bit there. Okay, they just made it angled. Now here, you've got your motor, okay, for those that care. All right, and one thing I noticed, you know, was this starts to show a little wear down here, you know, as far as just nothing major. I guess you don't have to oil it or anything. I hope you don't have to oil it or anything, but yeah. All right, guys, you know, that's a little peek at the blades. Okay, That's a little peek at the blades there. All right, guys, I'm going to do 2 light tests. I'm going to do one as if you ran home from work and said, oh my dear, I have to mow the lawn. And then I'm going to do one in the pitch dark, okay? All right, on my left is the LM2102sp. On my right is the Greenworks Pro 60 volt. All right, dual battery with 1 battery in it, just so you can see how it lights up. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to move away from the light that's being broadcast. I'm going to bring you into this corner because it's kind of like a nice little corner here, okay? So on the right is the the Greenworks Pro. And on the left, I will move this LM2102. Okay. So, we're going to start off with the Ego. Now with the Ego, you do have to turn the lights on using a switch that's down here. So, there goes my lights. All right, there's my Ego. Okay. And now I'm going to move these away from each other a little bit. So look, that's pretty respectable. I mean, not for nothing. That is really pretty respectable. And here is the Greenworks. So let me just turn on the lever there, and there it goes. So to the right, the Greenworks. To the left, Ego. I'll start it up. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the Ego for a second. Okay, here's the Greenworks. Now I want you to notice it lights up the bushes, right? You see how the light broadcasts all the way to the bushes? All right, it's going to turn off. I want you to see the Ego. Again, these are head to head. As you can see, it doesn't go as far to the bushes. Now it's nice and spread. It's pretty decent. But sorry to say, Greenworks is the winner with the lights. All right, guys, so really good to see. All right, which means I probably don't need to come back out in the pitch dark and show you, because hands down, Greenworks definitely has a much better set of LED headlights, and they broadcast a lot further. All right, good stuff. All right, guys, Tech Made Easy here. Now I'm going to do the bagging comparison, and then afterwards I'm going to do a cutting comparison, okay? The Ego LM2102sp is going to be set here on a 3. All right, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be set on 3. 3 is around 2.5 inches as far as lawn's concerned. The Greenworks actually has to be set higher. So a 4, because this has 7 settings, so a 4 is going to be pretty equivalent based off measurements that I did. Okay, so let's start off with bagging. All right, I'm going to do a corner here in the yard just so you could see. Well, let's go ahead and start it up. Lift it up, press the button, pull the lever. She's on. Okay. And there she goes, nice and clean. Nice clean cut. A little lower than I normally cut, but I'm doing it for you guys because grass doesn't grow this time of the season. All right. Now let me go ahead and get the Greenworks Pro 60 volt dual battery. Now keep in mind, I only run one battery in this, so throughout this whole video, I say dual battery so you know it actually has two batteries, obviously if you've watched the video. But for people that are skipping or whatnot, let's go ahead and do a cut right here on the side, okay, leaving a little center marking. You can see what it looks like. All right, lift it up, press the button, pull the lever, and here we go. Okay, so guys, as you can see, they both do a really good job. I think based off my experience, I think if you're comparing this previous model Ego to this newer Greenworks, the Greenworks seems to have better suction in comparison, okay? So this area of the yard's kind of not as good, but let's take a close up as much as I can. So here's your middle strip. Left is Ego, right is Greenworks. Okay, I'll get in so you can kind of get a close-up. No, you can't see any mulch. Honestly, I see maybe a drop on the Ego side, really small, but really nice job. And I'll zoom out for you. Okay, well, let's empty the bags. Let's see what that looks like. Be right back. All right, let's empty the bags here. Now, one thing I like about the Ego is you can grab the handle, push this in, and it has a forward position right before closing. I love that. It makes it easier to grab the bag. And look how far the hatch goes back in order for you to grab the bag, okay? So, let me empty this out. Now, let me get Brooklyn. Go over there. Go. Go over there. Go. Lay down. Lay down. Stay. Good girl. Great dogs. All right, so let's empty this bag out. All right. Every drop. Then what we want to do, maybe just take a good look at how small they get. Okay, give it a second. All right, now taking your bag off of your Greenworks. So, if you lift up the handle, it's going to go all the way to the front. Okay, so you're going to have to bend more. You don't like to bend too much, you'll have to bend a little more. Now, this hatch, okay, so this hatch will go all the way up to the front, so that's good. And you take your bag out, and let's see what we got here. All right. Again, good shake. All right. And we've got our Greenworks. There you go. Let's take a good close-up, first of all, of the piles themselves. So we've got Greenworks here. All right, good sized pile. All right, with Brooklyn in the background. And we slide over, and we see our Greenworks pile. Height-wise, they look all right, but yeah, Greenworks looks like it's got a little bit more there. From the top view, okay, and then we'll slide over. You can see the top view. I'd say very similar. Greenworks looks like it's got a little bit more. I found so far in my testing that the Greenworks does have a little bit better suction. All right, so not too bad. All right, guys, more to come. Okay, guys, so the mulch plugs, here they are. Okay, I'll go ahead and put them in, but this is the Ego, this is the Greenworks, and this is the Ego mulch plug, okay? So putting the mulch plug in is real simple. It's kind of odd when you first see it, but you take the handle here, and it actually doesn't go this way, it actually goes this way. Open up the back, and actually I'm wrong, it's upside down, it goes this way, okay? So put it right in, locks into place, again, just right there. locks into place, close, and you're done. And I think it's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken, with the Greenworks. Okay, let's see. Nope, it's the different way. Okay, so yep. Okay, so you put it in this way, and it actually has these two things that lock. It's kind of like teeth. If you see that, they're like teeth right there. All right, push it in. Kind of holds it in place, which is good. I've never had an issue with that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do a cut comparison with the same height. Okay, guys. Start off with the Ego on the left side, and then we'll go ahead and do the Greenworks right next to it. Okay. All right, here we go. And we'll take a look, you know. Now the grass back here is about 6 inches, so we're cutting it down about 2.5 inches. So again, start up, pull it up a little bit, press the lever, pull your black handle, unit starts up, and let's go. Okay, and there is some mulch, and there is your cut. Take this off so you guys can see a little closer. All right, definitely more visible cut. All right, and then I'll do the Greenworks right next to it. But yeah, you got your mulch. We'll see. You know, we'll take a look at the mulch and see, you know, kind of how big. You know what it is? I'm cutting from 6 inches to about 2. You know what I mean? So you're going to have some blades that are going to be 1 inch long. But it seems to do a pretty good job overall. This is decent. You don't want to be too big with your mulch because then it will choke your lawn up. And if you have to use a blower just to blow it around just so it spreads it out if you've got big areas of clump, okay? But not too bad. We'll take a look at the Greenworks. Okay, let me set that up and I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do the Greenworks now. Mulching, and then we'll take a peek and see how does the mulching look. All right. Again, I'll leave a nice section in between so we can kind of like take a peek and see what does it look like, you know. All right. I'm used to that. Just lift up your mower a little bit, press your green button, pull your lever in, the unit starts up, and let's go. See how it kicks up like that. All right, now let's go ahead and step back. We'll take a peek at the cut here. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the mulch real quick. It almost looks like it cuts it a little smaller, I'll tell you. They're both single blade mowers, you know. But so far, from a first batch, it looks like the Greenworks, if you're competing against a single blade LM2102 Ego, might just cut up a little smaller. Okay, so just pull back here, kind of give you a good view. I'll do a little higher view. You guys can see that. All right, so you can see the mulch on the Ego side. All right, so grab some here real quick. All right, a little longer mulch, just a little longer. Okay, the blade looks like it does, and they're both sharp blades, so it looks like just a little smaller, I'll tell you. Okay, so yeah, let's just one more zoom out. You know, and again, yeah, I mean, this is a higher area, right? We cut, you know, almost 3.5 inches off, just so you guys could see. Okay, Okay guys, so conclusion here, I want to go over some pros and some cons. Okay, so the pros, the Greenworks has a battery meter on its handle. Okay, the Greenworks has a dual battery option. All right, the Greenworks has brighter lights. Now this could be a pro or a con, but the Greenworks has a steel deck. The other thing I like about the Greenworks is it does have controls on the handle if you're a righty or you're a lefty. Right? So this works no matter what. If you're a lefty or you're a righty, or maybe you just want to grab one side, you know, so that's kind of cool. Obviously the Ego doesn't have that. When you're doing self-propel, your self-propel, you have to grab this on the right side, okay? The Greenworks has an auto feature that will turn the lights on by itself once it's dark enough. So that's pretty cool. And the Greenworks battery has a fuel gauge built in. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, now the pros on the Ego. The Ego's got a stronger handle. If you've watched the part of the review in earlier, sorry to say, hands down, this handle can take a lot more of a beating because it's got a bar here, it's got a bar here, it's got a bar here. They built this to last. This handle, I'm sorry, I don't think it will last. If you hit this with something by mistake, I think you're going to bend it and you'll be done. The Ego has 3 height settings, which will work for more people if you're taller or you're shorter. Okay, the Greenworks only has 2. The Ego is almost 11 pounds lighter because it has the polycarbonate deck. Okay, now again, pro or con, if you want to turn the lights on, it actually has a switch. So you can turn the lights on when you want, and you can turn the lights off when you don't want them, right down there. Okay, guys? So again, that's listed as a pro. The rear cover is stronger on the Ego, if you saw the review earlier. The Ego comes with a 7.5 amp battery, okay, in the box. The Greenworks comes with a 5 amp hour battery. And the charger on the Ego is a fast charger with a fuel gauge. So there are your pros, and now let's go into your cons real quick. The cons on the Greenworks, this is heavier. It's definitely heavier to push uphill and to mow for long periods of time. Almost 11 pounds. The cons, the handle just doesn't seem like it's going to last a long time. Okay. Another con, the mower has a 4-year warranty. The Ego's got a 5. Another con, the handle has 2 positions for adjustment. The other mower has 3, the Ego. All right, what are the cons on the Ego? The Ego doesn't have a fuel gauge on its battery that it comes with for this model. It only has a button that you press. And if it shows green, you don't know how close you are to 25% before it turns red. The other con, this mower only holds 1 battery. This one holds 2. Another con, the self-propel is only on the right side as far as holding it. And if you would want both options, like the Greenworks, gives you a lefty or a righty. And another con for the Ego, the battery has a 3-year warranty. The Greenworks battery comes with a 4-year warranty. All right, guys. So look, I hope that helps. This is a very detailed review. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the Tech Made Easy logo in the upper right-hand corner and hit View Channel. All right, subscribe and hit the bell. You'll get notified of new videos. I'm also going to put my Get Off Gas playlist in the upper left-hand corner, and I will put links below in the description, okay? If you want to move to different parts of this video, you can do that. And I'm hoping to have options where if you want to buy any one of these mowers, hopefully those links will be down there as well. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.